for the last one to go to this slide where the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, this was after the Million Man March, spoke to a crowd. This was, I think, during Iran's celebrating the Iranian Revolution, if I'm not mistaken. Well, he spoke to 6 to 7 million there, right, in this square. Can any of you talk about that before we close out with the last question? Anybody? Go ahead, Brother Sultan.
Yes, sir. What was most significant to me about it is that, number one, the largest crowd the minister ever spoke to was 6 or 7 million in Tehran. And the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, during the celebration of the revolution, I think on that day, only 2 people speak. That's the religious leader of Iran and the political leader of Iran. To my knowledge and what we were exposed to, even to this day, the only other person who has spoken on that day is your brother, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Then when he spoke, you saw it. Now, you didn't see the part where the people are yelling, "Fire, fire, America, fire, fire, Israel, death to America, death to Israel." And when they brought the minister up, they were still going at it strong. Now, think about your man. 6 or 7 million out there saying what they're saying. Fire, fire, death to America. And your man says, Israel is not your problem. America is not your problem. Your problem is your deviation from the way of the prophet. It got quiet. And all of a sudden you're, they went there. You could hear it. Just think about 6 to 7 million. After the man tells you, after all that Viva America, Viva Israel, he gets up there and says, Israel is not your problem? What kind of boldness is that, except that God is with you? Did he bow to what they were saying? No, he taught them. He gave them truth. And when he gave them that truth and it got quiet as a mouse, because it was totally different from what they were doing.
Yes, sir.
And they went crazy.
And why that testimony is so important, Brother Sultan, what you just said, because the American media won't show that. Like, remember when the minister just went to Iran, they try to say Farrakhan was leading the chant for death to America, death to Israel. But you were there, you can give that testimony. This is why it's important.